Hello, everyone. GameGoddessFee here. Happy Friday to you all. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. It's been raining and storming all day. That's why I'm kind of late, because it was still doing it, and our Wi-Fi be acting up when it start doing all of that. And it's still kind of raining too, so but the storms died down a little bit. So hopefully we can get through this without any interruptions. I do have my boy. All right, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and finish. Well, not finish, because we got more. What you call it? Well, not cases.
More points.
More points to this episode. So this is just one part of it. I hope you all enjoy. Thank you for watching. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and a subscribe. I'd appreciate it. All right, so we have Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit, Episode 3, Turnabout Legacy, the events of 18 years past. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
But before we do, $450 plus tip.
You said $450 plus tip. What you trying to get the Switch 2? The Switch 2. Oh, it's still storming. Okay.
I still can't.
And again, y'all, my mic's been muted. I still can't believe the I-7 incident was Gregor's last case, but it's been 18 long years since. Murder at a confectionery contest. One of the participants, no less. Woody Frost. Dave, you got here right on time, Dave. Dave, what's up? What on that?
He's so silly. Hey, Dave, how's it going? That's what I heard. Well, I didn't hear it. It came across my phone. Hope y'all be safe out there. I'm not sure how it is where you guys are. And yeah, around here too, but yeah, and it's still thundering. I thought it had went away, but it's still here. That's why we almost did come on, because our Wi-Fi be acting up once it be doing all of this. But if the stream go out, I apologize. Did you read this?
Yeah.
They pulled his body out of a treasure chest that was a part of Samson Tangaroa's chocolate tableau. Whatever that is. Tableau, whatever. He'd been hit in the head with a large rock salt lamp, and subsequently bled to death. We found the lamp hidden inside the Candy Castle delicious scone that's made for the contest.
Deity? How's it going? I've been wondering where my boy been. How you been, Daddy?
Well, you getting a Switch too?
That's gonna be on the back plan for that one.
You gonna need to budget for that one too.
Yes.
But then, before anyone had the chance to investigate Mr. Frost's own room, all of his icy creations had melted clean away.
All right, so you've been gone because of stuff. You're having a kid in 8 months? Hey! Congratulations! Oh, wow. Look, you're going to have to get ready for that. You better get your rest now. You got 8 months to get it all together and rest. But yeah, it could be a joy. It is a joy. But I'm happy for you.
No Switch 2 for you.
so silly. 18 years ago. You know what? I was like, I thought he was young. Are you pulling my leg? This isn't a late April Fool's joke, is it? It's not, is it? I was like, come on. I was, while I was talking, I was like, it's there to your teenage. He's still in school. But hey, it happens. It happens. But look, it's a lot of people do that. They'll put it on Facebook. I've seen it a lot of times. Then they're April Fool. I'm like, really. But oh. Well, congratulations to you still. I'm pretty sure it'll work out itself, because you're not the first and you're not going to be the last. So, all right, December 24th, 9:05 p.m. Contest venue, Fountain Room.
No, I'm having a son, Eddie. Actually, wait, I already have one.
Plum got all the. He got all the. What you have? I'm not going to talk about him on the stream.
She hated, bro. She hated.
Carry on.
No, keep going. Keep saying. Say what you.
You really want me to embarrass you on this stream? Do you want me to embarrass you on this stream? Just go ahead.
Say it. You talk about my dogs, right? I got dogs. I'll bring them in right now.
Plum is a collector of things. I'm just excited for Elden Ring coming to Switch 2. Oh yeah. I guess since it's gonna be in 4K, I guess they're gonna be. Look, they said bring it on. Look, we can handle this now. Look. They bringing on a few games that was on the PlayStation to the Switch. I'm like, okay, Switch. Don't bring them games over here and y'all can't handle them. Be lagging and stuff.
$80 a pop, by the way.
Gosh.
And all of Mr. Frost's work destroyed.
And I was thinking they were gonna release it like later on in the year. They said June 5th. I'm like, what?
June
5th. But hey, they didn't give us no time to get our coins together. Anyway.
Mr. Von Karma wasn't very happy. He told us to get out, and in no uncertain terms. So what do we do now, Mr. E?
Okay.
I can't believe he just up and kicked us out! Von Karma's a total jerk! Now, Eddie. It was always the job of the police and the prosecutor's office to investigate the scene. Yeah, but he didn't have to kick us out! Wait, no, that's not what he said. I'm making a whole new sentence. Yeah, but he didn't have to talk to us like that! Who cares if we're cops or attorneys? We should all be working together to find the truth. You can't assume that everybody's aims are the same as your own. You may wish to expose the truth, but others prefer to accept things as face value. Which way of thinking is right will depend on the person. But what if somebody innocent ends up behind bars because no one managed to uncover the truth? It can happen. We're all human, police and prosecutors included. Which is why defense attorneys exist. Our job is to help people in just such situations, to be friends to the friendless. Friends to the friendless. Now, we may not be able to investigate Mr. Frost's room as hoped, but that doesn't mean we give up. You're right, Mr. E! I'm sorry. I should have thought more before I opened my big mouth. You're young, Eddie. You'll learn soon enough. I will! I promise!
All right there, look, I think the last time you were here, you were saying that you had a Valentine's. Did that Valentine's go too far? What?
Never took it too far.
It was it the same young lady? But yeah, we got 8 months to prepare. This Miss Bound. I forgot her voice. Hold on. I forget. Anyway, Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender, you look like you could use a little pick me up. Uh-oh. There's the I'm afraid this is all I have, but please, by all means.
Whoa! You're the best, Miss Bound!
Chocolates added to the court record. Tangaroa's favorite. Handmade by Bound. Rather mishappened and incredibly sweet.
Mishappened? What?
Hello, what the?
Really? Mishappened? Mishappened? Really?
Misshaped, whatever.
Oh my god! Mishappened! Oh no! That's bad.
I can't read.
That's bad, boy. That's bad.
Shut up.
That's bad.
I had to look at the playthrough like, what this boy talking about? I thought I said it anyway.
Thank you. A little sugar boost might actually help, although these are a little too sweet for my liking.
Never plum.
Mishappened.
I'm like, what kind of word is that? I ain't never heard of the word, but I read it anyway.
Oh, that's a shame,
I said
bro.
it anyway.
Mishappened. That's crazy, bro. Really? Where you ever don't see that word, bro? That's
I'm like, what kind of word? I ain't never seen this word.
No.
Anyway.
The little uniquely shaped.
I'm sorry if they're not to your taste.
No way! They're great! So sweet!
You're very kind. Imagine me of all people, a mediocre confectioner.
What? You mean you made these yourself?
Yes, Sips loves chocolate, so I had to learn. Keeping him supplied with his favorite treats is just one of my many duties. Although he does spend most of the time coaching me on how to improve my technique.
Mr. Tangaroa sure is a lucky guy. Getting to eat homemade sweets made by the one and only Judy Bound whenever he wants sounds amazing.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
Nope, nothing at all. Dear sweet Eddie, you really do still have a lot to learn. It seems you're quite committed to the work you do for Mr. Tangaroa, Miss Bound.
Of course, what right would I have to stay here otherwise?
What do you mean by that?
I was abandoned as a baby, and Mr. Tangaroa took me in. That's right, one snowy Christmas Eve. Many years ago, he found me on the steps of this very mansion. He saved my life and became the father I never had. I can never repay him. So my work for him is the least I can do. And I'll be here for him for as long as he needs me.
That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard! I must be getting old. I'm welling up a little myself.
And to think today is Christmas Eve. And I can't even give him his present in person. I'd do anything to save him, anything.
Just go to the prison.
Please, if there's something I can do to help, just say it.
We're very grateful, Miss Bound. Perhaps you could help us by answering a question. Did you know the victim?
Not very well, I'm afraid. Oh, but if you wanted to see some of his work, I have a picture of the sculptures he made for the final.
Wow, they look mid. My. They're stunning.
Aren't they? I think they're masterpieces. Who would have thought you could make such intricate statues out of flavored ice? Simpson adored them too.
No, hey! That's Taurus and Gemini, right? I didn't know you were keen on constellations in the zodiac, Eddie. No, I love it! The stories those stars can tell. Take Gemini, for example. See the lyre? That's what the harp is called. And the arrow in the... Hold up. The lyre doesn't have any strings. Huh? Did Mr. Frost forget to add them, maybe?
It doesn't sound like something he forget to do.
Wait, really? But I thought you just said you didn't know him very well.
Oh, well, he didn't seem like the type.
She fibbing. Beat her up, Eddie. It seems she's got something to hide, too.
Hear that thunder?
You took this photograph yourself, Miss Bound?
Yes, I use this instant camera here. It develops the pictures as soon as you take them. It's so useful.
Ooh, I'd love to see it in action.
Then why don't I take your picture?
Yes! Come on, Miss D! Let's get a shot of the both of us! Well, alright then. It would be a shame to waste a good hair day.
Ready? Say cheese! They're all done, and the picture's yours to keep, Mr. Fender.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much! That's such a cool camera!
Well, it's the only one we've got, so we use it for all our picture-taking needs. It's very convenient, but the lack of negatives is something of a shame.
So there aren't any negatives for us to reference, huh? I assume Mr. Tangaroa used the same camera during the contest?
Yes, you assumed correctly. He used it for some work-in-progress pictures of his seascape, and later to take some photos of the other contestants' work.
Mm-hmm. But didn't you take the picture of the body when you discovered it? And then you discovered the body while the judging was still underway?
Yes, Sampson wanted pictures of all the entrance completed rooms. But the film ran out just as he finished photographing Mr. Gusto's work. So he asked me to go put in a new cartridge. He seemed to think there should have been more shots left in than there were.
In other words, the film ran out sooner than expected?
Yes, the number of shots he took didn't line up with the number of shots remaining. But he thought maybe he just lost track somewhere along the way.
But had he really, though?
I went to our living area to change the film and was passing through the fountain room on my way back when I heard the sound of something break and collapse in Sampson's room. Sampson, are you in here? Game Queen 81, how's it going tonight? Mr. Frost's body was just lying there. I was in total shock. It was all too much. But I remember I called the police, and then I went to tell everybody else. And the camera, it's been with me ever since.
I see. I'd be grateful if you could lend us the camera in this picture, Miss Bound.
Of course, here you go.
Thank you. Eddie, put this in your pocket and don't give it back to her. This is ours now.
It's the camera added to the court record. Takes photos that develops instantly. A new film cartridge has 20 exposures, but there are only 3 remaining in that Polaroid. Mr. Frost's room added to the court record. A photo of Frost sculptures taken by Judy Bound.
Detective Bad! Miss Scone! Are they done investigating?
They're done with me, that's for certain. The big meanie told me to clear off. Honestly, that mannequins will be the end of me, the cheek of him.
Guess he got tired of people cluttering up his crime scene. Did he run you off too, Detective Bad? Yeah, Von Karma seems to think I'm a nuisance. Can't do things his way with me around. Why would Mr. Von Karma go so far as to exclude his own lead detective? Still, got a pretty good look at the scene. That's Augusto. He's enjoying a nice little chat right now in Frost's room. What about? About the fact that Miss Bound says she saw him going in there during the contest. Mr. Gusto went into Mr. Frost's room?
That's right, and I have to say he looked very much like he didn't want to be seen. I don't know what he could have been up to.
Well, he's candidate number 1 at the moment. That's the guy who melted Frost's work. But is that really why Mr. Gusto went to Mr. Frost's room? Got a photo of the room right here. If you need it, it's all yours. Wait, what? Why would you just give it to us? Do I gotta spell it out for you, kid? I'm offering to help you guys. I want the truth about this case to come out. Detective. Really, Detective Bad? Mr. Von Karma won't be happy about this. Yeah, well, I'm not Von Karma's stooge. If he's gonna stonewall my investigation, I'm not gonna play by the book either. Can't let some pesky rules keep me from finding the truth. Now, can I, Mr. Edgeworth? Indeed. Thank you, Detective Bad. Wow! I can't believe you won him over, Mr. E!
Well, I haven't the foggiest what you're all going on about, but here's to new friends, eh?
It's definitely nice to have the good detective on our side, that's for sure. Alright, let's take a look at that photograph. Here. This is what Frost's room looks like right now. Yikes! There's nothing left of his flavored ice sculptures but puddles! The floor appears to be completely covered in a pale blue liquid. I should compare this with the photo I just borrowed from Miss Bound. I assume that an unplugged power cord has something to do with all of this. Yeah, once that was out of the socket, the display case has lost power, and up the temperature went. It looks like they were all connected to the same power strip. Do you have any idea when it was unplugged? Nope, still working on that. Those sculptures were beautiful. What a waste.
You can say that again. I should have taken a few more bites out of them while I had the chance.
So they tasted good?
Did they ever? I've never tried ice so scrumptious in all my life.
Really? Man, I wish I could have had a bite.
Well, scrumptious except for the salty bit. Of course, that was unbearable.
The salty bit?
It's in the other photo you've got there. This bit, the harpy thing.
Gemini's liar. Wait, that's why it had no strings? Because you ate them?
I didn't eat that much. You cheeky little devil. I told you it was all horrible and salty.
She ate that whole thing, bro.
That's a shame. She ate that whole
thing.
Miss Gold's statement added to the court record. False sculptures were scrumptious, except for the lyre, which was salty.
It's interesting that only one particular part of this one particular sculpture tasted different from the rest. And could somebody other than Miss Scone really be responsible for eating the rest of the strings? Did you notice anything else, Miss Scone?
Come to think of it, I did. There was a funny little mark on Chili Winky's work. What? Remind me of Twinkie Winky, the Teletubby. Anyway. Yeah, she got some funny names for people. It was 2 little letters. Let me see if I can draw it for you. There we go. Yes, it looked just like that.
It's almost like a signature or something. Wait.
I just knew Mr. Frost wouldn't have made that harp without strings. He's not the type to skip an important detail like that.
I hope you don't mind me asking, Miss Pound. But are you certain you didn't know Mr. Frost particularly well?
What? No, I barely knew him. I promise.
Why are you dancing? It was just a question. Is that so? You certainly seem to have some strong opinions about his attitude towards his work.
No, the sculptures were so carefully made. I didn't think he'd miss something so important.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe you. You have a more personal connection to his work than that.
Well, what makes you say that?
I have an item of evidence that appears to have been one of Mr. Frost's possessions. And it shares a key feature with another piece of evidence.
Well, I won't know what you're talking about if you don't share. So what are these 2 pieces of evidence of yours?
Which 2 items point to Mr. Frost? This is the first.
Who is Mr. Frost again?
It was the victim. It's the victim. Okay, what did we find under the victim's body? Or near it?
You found this?
Yup, that. Take that. And now, the second. What was also on that? What shares that thing's
this
logo?
Right here?
No, not that.
Huh?
What shares that thing's logo?
Hold on.
It's been a while. I should just tell you.
Hold on. Yeah, I have forgotten.
It's the teapot.
Where's the teapot at?
Back. It looks a little weird down there.
This right here?
The moon looking thing. Yeah, that.
Oh my goodness. Mr. Tangaroa's teapot. A Paul Halleck piece with Tangaroa's fingerprints on it. My mic ain't on.
Okay.
Shut up!
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's go.
Can we skip a line?
We don't even need to read this. You just skip this.
You ain't gonna read that?
I'll read if you want.
Go ahead.
Yes, what a gorgeous design. Really? Just seems a bit out there to me. You skipped it. You skipped it. Like, how do you even get your tea in there? Or it isn't about function, Eddie. It's about form. Guess I'll have to take your word for it, Mr. E. This art stuff is way beyond me. Okay, alright, go back. And then present it.
I supposed to have presented.
Yeah, you was clicking.
Okay, my bad.
Miss Scone found 2 letters carved into Mr. Frost's ice sculptures. I think they were a signature of sorts. After all, it's not unusual for an artist to initial their work.
I guess not. That's right, dear. It's just like you said. Chili Wink's statue had the letters PH carved in them plain as day.
PH? Shouldn't it be AF? You'd think so, but take a look at this. It's the seal we found at the crime scene. It seems reasonable to assume that it fell from Mr. Frost's pocket, and then pressed into the surface of an item. It would leave behind the letters PH. The same pottery mark we see imprinted on the bottom of this items in the set. Wait, what? The same pottery mark we see imprinted on the bottom of the items in the tea set. The same pottery mark? We have already established that the tea set is the work of the sculptor Paul Halik. From that, we can assume that these same letters would mark any item out of a piece of his work. A fact of which you all were well aware of, correct, Miss Bound?
Well, yes, I know that he always marks his work with his initials like that. He's never revealed his true identity in public, so it's the only way to know his works are truly his.
You mean Paul Halik was? That's right, Detective. Artie Frost had another identity. He was no ordinary confectioner, at least as far as Miss Bound was concerned. For you see, Mr. Frost was in fact...
Who was Paul Halik?
I have no idea.
Like he was a famed sculptor, or?
Yeah, because he made the teapot.
Mr. Frost was in fact none other than famed sculptor Paul Halik. What? Mr. Frost and Paul Halik were the same person? Well, it's not like the mark's hard to copy, though. Anyone who's seen it could fake being him with it. Not exactly conclusive proof that Frost was who you say he was. And it was proof enough for Miss Bound. What matters is that she believed it. His true identity will have to be investigated by the good people of the precinct. Alright, I'll have the boys look into it.
I should have known I couldn't hide it from you, Mr. Edgeworth.
So you admit it. You were aware of who Mr. Frost really was.
I was. When I discovered his body, I saw the seal you found. Don't ask me how, but I just knew straight away that he was my dear Paul Halik. Imagine his entries in the confectionery contest were his final legacy. A great man like that?
Man, be honest. Did you enter Mr. Frost's room at any point?
What? Why are you asking me that?
The photograph of Mr. Frost's room. I'd like to know when it was taken.
I must have gotten it mixed up with the one Simpson took during the judging.
Objection.
I'm afraid I find that rather hard to believe. You said yourself that the camera ran out of film during the judging. And that you've had charge of the camera since before Mr. Tangaroa had the chance to visit Mr. Frost's room. And that's how you were able to take that picture when you discovered Mr. Frost's body.
I suppose so.
This suggests that you took only 2 pictures with the new film, one of Mr. Frost's body and one of his room. But I have a piece of evidence that says otherwise.
You do?
Which piece of evidence contradicts the assumption that Miss Bound only took 2 pictures? Eddie. You know, right? Eddie, I'm struggling out here.
This right here?
Nope.
Camera.
Yeah.
Take that.
The camera?
You gave the picture of the body to the police, and the picture of Mr. Frost's room to me. No! And you gave us that picture you took of me and Mr. Edgeworth, too! 3 photographs in total, and yet the film cartridge in this camera only has 3 exposures remaining, out of a total of 20. You took more pictures, and I want to know what of. I'll need to see all the photos you took. Perhaps then we'll finally learn what you're really up to.
I'm so sorry. I confess, I've been fibbing to you.
Oh, these are all shots of Frost's room.
I'm so sorry.
Looks like she took pictures of his work from every possible angle. And when they were taken, the ice still hadn't melted yet. Wait, don't tell me. It was you?
It was. At least I'm pretty sure it was.
You are? Why?
Well, you see, I'm a huge fan of Mr. Halik's work, and you know. You said, and you know, or as you know? As you know, I was petrified that they might be ruined with the investigation that was going on and everything. So I thought I should at least capture the sculptures on film for posterity.
Man, how would that make them melt?
I think perhaps I was so intent on getting the perfect photographs that I might have tripped over the power cord without noticing.
By mistake? Are you sure?
I didn't notice it at the time, but, well, how could I have been so careless as to cause the loss of his final masterpieces?
That seems a little convenient to me. I'm not sure I believe it. I'm not in a position to refute it either.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
Please, don't worry about it. The important thing is that you told us the truth. What he said! No hard feelings, Miss Bound!
Thank you.
Mr. Edgeworth, picture's yours. Hope it helps.
Mr. Falseroon updated in the court record 2 photos, one from Bound and one from Detective Bad.
Oh no.
Oh, you infernal nuisance is still here. You don't know when to give up. Linger for as long as you like. The answer is still the same. You are not a part of this investigation. Whether we're part of it or not, we'll uncover the truth nonetheless. It seems you don't know when to shut up either, but I commend you on your stubbornness.
Mr. Van Karma, I'm afraid I'm the one responsible for Mr. Frost's work melting.
What? What is the meaning of this?
I'm so sorry. And to you, Mr. Gusto.
No concern of mine. I didn't do anything, and Mr. Van Karma agrees. Nothing at all, Mr. Gusto. You went into Mr. Frost's room, didn't you? Perhaps you could tell us why. Sure, I was... Silence! You are not to give the attorney even the tiniest shred of information. Judy Bound, you're coming with me. I have reason to believe that you are an accomplice of the accused, Samson Tangaroa.
No,
I will be interrogating you personally, so you had better get your story in order.
I understand.
Wait, please. I'm not done questioning her myself. And you think I care because... Ugh. Bat, Gusto, and you, Scone. I have questions for all of you, and I expect answers. Humph. Fine by me.
Oh, you could at least ask nicely, mannequins.
Look at him, Eddie, on his cane. He think he's so cool. I'm cooler. He took literally everyone with him. Indeed. Well, I suppose that means there's little point in us hanging around either. Perhaps it's time we got going anyway. It is rather late. I hope the snow has let up. You're right! Home time! Guess my stomach's in agreement, too. Alright, let's go grab a burger before my own stomach starts grumbling, too. Sounds good to me! Let's eat up and rest up. We'll need to be fine fit for tomorrow. We will indeed. And our first port of call will be with Mr. Tangaroa. To be continued.
Alrighty then.
You want to keep going?
No.
Okay.
This storm is going on. You said it's going to be a long one, the next one.
Yeah, the next one.
Oh, no, I'm not going on with for that one. Not tonight, anyway. I'm trying to get out of here. I'm not trying to get electrocuted either. Over here with all these wires, and it's still lightning and thundering outside. But I appreciate you all for watching these shenanigans tonight. I'll let you all go ahead and enjoy the rest of your Friday evening if you're in storms like we are. I hope you all be safe tonight. And yeah, just be safe. All right, Dave. Deity was in the chat, and Game Queen 81. Thank you all for chatting, and everyone else that's watching. Appreciate you all for watching. And yeah, if you're watching, you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, appreciate you go ahead and subscribe. Hey, I'm trying to reach 1,000, you guys, and then more than that after. So your help is appreciated. But yeah, I will talk to you all on the next one. You all take care.